What's up everybody, Saber here, and today we're back at it again with another Evil Dead the Game video, but this time we're actually going to go over a patch that came out today, July 26th, 2022. This patch has a lot to cover. A lot of demons are going to hate this patch, a lot of survivors are also going to love and hate this patch. There's a lot to talk about, a lot. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So we got new features. So what is the new features? Parties are maintained between games. No need to re-invite your friends to each match, which is great. I love this one already. I wanted this to happen for like the longest because I feel like this and push to talk should have been added since the beginning. Of course, unfortunately, they don't have push to talk for console players, which also sucked balls. But it is what it is. For PC users, you got it. So now we got stability. We've made changes to our region servers to allow both West and East Coasts to join matches together, which is kind of great. This will help long queue times some players have been experiencing. I'm a little iffy about this only because this tells me that the player base is slowly diminishing, and I'm kind of a little bit sad about it because this game has so much potential. It just has so much potential. Now, whether it's because of some bug that people are saying that the West Coast is experiencing, which is longer queue times, I'm not sure. But I guess this isn't a bad change because both West and East should be able to play together. Like, they should. Why wasn't this a thing anyways? But we'll see how that goes for the future of the games. Alright, now we're going to go into generals. Several fixes for vaulting fences and their animations. I don't know what this means, but I guess they fixed vaulting fences. Oh, I don't know. I've never had issues with vaulting fences. And I guess they did something with their animations? I don't know. Fixed the bug where the road would disappear. We actually experienced this recently too. That's kind of interesting that they did that. Pings placed on maps. On the map while sitting on the car is now displayed in the world. Okay. Fixed an issue where causing a blurry flickering visual glitch on supply crates. I don't think I've experienced this, but I did experience something similar, which is the green flickering on the screen whenever we start the match. I hope they fix that. The Dark Ones will now execute the correct attack animation as well as display their UI indicator correctly for their AoE attack. I don't know. I don't know. I've never really paid attention to Dark Ones as often as I should. But I guess there you go. They fixed Dark Ones. Remove duplicated portal trap in Castle Kandar. I heard about this, and I heard that a lot of demon mains, even the big streamers, were abusing this. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them were abusing this. This duplicated portal trap. There was also another issue with the traps where demons would put a trap. I don't know how it works, but there would be a car near that trap. I don't know if that's what triggers it, but when a survivor gets near that trap specifically, you get instantly fear without triggering the trap. So the trap is still there, but you just get feared over and over as if the traps were being triggered on repeat as well, which kind of sucked balls. But I don't know if it has to do with the cars, and I've seen some demons abuse that, which sucked. And I actually experienced it for the first time against a puppeteer, which, mind you, it wasn't the puppeteer's fault. It was actually our fault. The trap was there, and we just happened to drive the car right on the trap, and as soon as we got out, we just got instantly feared. But I think it has something to do with the cars. I'm not sure though. Changing the ratio appearance of maps. Okay, so this is exactly what we wanted because we were getting tired of Castle Kandar, honestly. Like I'm pretty sure even demons were getting tired of Castle Kandar because it just has a bundle supply of shems. like a whole lot of shems. Not a lot of ammo, but a lot of shems in my opinion. Okay, let's see what they changed for Kandarian demons. Demons will no longer stutter and have interruptions after being exercised indoor. That was a thing? Okay. Well, we never really took Hunter Ash, so we would never experience this as much as we should have. I don't think Hunter Ash is really that bad either. I just don't really find him as useful as me playing as Kelly because I like the bleed. The bleed is the only reason why I love Kelly. And I would still pick her even if they try to nerf bleed, but I would still pick her because bleed is still good. I remember yesterday I played a match and I did 1,000 damage on bleed against Elegos. I was just shooting him with a shotgun over and over and over, and next thing you know, the bleed just kept stacking because I would do dodge, shoot, dodge, shoot, dodge, shoot, and I would just keep dodging and shooting, and I got the bleed up to 1,500, I think. And then I shot him, and then I did 1,600 damage. I don't know if it was the bleed that killed him or it was me headshotting. I don't know. But yeah, that was a massive load of damage. At least I think. I couldn't tell because he was invis too. So, and usually you don't get the indicator of how much damage you did to them until they come out of invis. So I just had to go based on my bleed. Warlord Elite's units no longer have an input lock when pressing the attack and arm swipe button. I think, and if I'm not 100% accurate about this, but I think this has something to do with some quick attack that they could have done, that elites could do, but can no longer do anymore. I'm not 100% sure. A lot of Warlord mains may want to chime in and slowly abbreviate what this actually means. But yeah, I'm hearing that they fixed some stuff for elites. Puppeteers will no longer be able to obtain infernal energy while possessing a survivor and shooting another survivor in a bleed state. They can still do that while having the skill Puppeteer Master invigorating possession. They could have still done that. I thought they fixed that. Oh, I guess Puppeteers were able to do it still. Puppeteer and the Necromancer basics can no longer chain hits indefinitely. Now I know a lot of people would loved this change. A lot of survivors, but a lot of people love this change because this change here, right here, tells me that all the people that abuse this should not have been abusing this. I'm just saying, I get it. You guys need something. But people who won with this should really have not felt good about winning that match because you used something that I knew was going to get patched and fixed. And mind you, yes, I get it. The survivors had blue hunting rifles, and Kelly had a lot of bugs to her kid, and there was a lot more bugs for. But here's the thing. I still play Kelly. I don't care what they fix on her. I don't care what they nerfed on her. I still play Kelly. And mind you, the blue hunting rifle, I stayed away from. I only used it once just for science purposes. I just wanted to see what was so fucking good about it that people were saying, oh my god, it's so good, 255 balance break. I used it once and that was it. I never used it again. I never used it again since the beginning of hearing that, which was the very beginning of after that patch. After a patch, not the patch that fixed the blue hunting rifle, but a patch that fixed something else, and the blue hunting rifle was still bugged. I never used it. Like I always tell people, don't get comfortable with exploits because 9 out of 10 chances they're going to get fixed. They're gonna get fixed. They're gonna get changed, and then when they get changed, you're gonna be confused as to like what do I do now? What do I do now? Oh my god, they fixed something that I was winning games with. Oh my god. So here you go. And I hope you guys are happy, and I hope that the demon people that were abusing this find an alternative, I guess. Demons will no longer be forced to spectate a survivor. Wait, what? Demons will no longer be forced to spectate a survivor. That was a thing? I don't know. I don't know. Spectate. I never knew that was a thing too. Then again, I don't play demons, so yeah. Deadites will no longer spawn from portals before said portal is fully open. Oh, okay. So this actually deters a little bit on book rush. I think. Okay. I'm just trying to read it just to make sure I read it right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's actually what it is. It's a delay, a slight delay. Demons are no longer able to use the active ability of the possessed survivor. Oh, they did fix it. Okay, they did. They did fix it. Look at that. Hold on. Demons are no longer able to use the active ability of possessed survivors. They did fix it. Okay. I had a friend that was saying that they didn't fix it. Okay. Demi-Elagos Thunderstruck attack will be cancelled if Demi-Elagos is stunned and will not deal damage to survivors. Wait, what? Is that the elites? Yeah, that's the elites, right? Yeah. Okay, that is the elites. Okay. So basically, I guess elites no longer because this was a huge problem. It wasn't a problem. Actually, we knew how to time it, but it's a problem for solo queuers. So for us, when we balance break an elite, we time it. We try to make sure that we don't what's the word? Bounce break an elite before they do their thing. So we pretend, like, what I guess warriors do is like our warrior would just pretend to attack and then dodge backwards, and then it'll make them do the thunderstruck, and then we wait, dodge, bounce break right after. And there's a lot of reasons why bounce break is hugely mainstream right now, because book rush is one of the reasons. Possessed demon basics and elites units can now vault windows when sprinting towards them. That's actually good for demons. Although some demons are gonna be like, but they did me dirty by changing this. Oh no, puppeteers are kicketeers now. Okay, whatever, guys. I mean, it is what it is. I'll get back. I'll get to this. Survivors will no longer be forced to aim if an objective was collected while aiming. That was a thing? Oh man, there's some things that I didn't even know. Fix survivors' input loss after being possessed while interacting with a vehicle. Oh, okay. Survivors will no longer be resurrected and stay in bleed out animation. What? I don't get this. This is so weird. What? It's like they whoever typed this probably just typed it and then didn't finish it. Survivors will no longer be resurrected and stay in bleed out animation. What do they mean? So what I think should have been, I'm assuming when getting objective, survivors will no longer be resurrected if they're in bleed out animation. I don't know. They whoever's writing this is Papega right now. Like, I don't understand this. I have to assume that it has to be on Pages and Daggers, because those are the main part of the game too, like the main part besides book. And there is no resurrection besides the stone, which you have to do like a whole thing on. AI survivors will no longer stay in bleed out animation without a status in UI after being revived, and will be able to be resurrected by collecting objective. Wait, what'd you just say? Wait, what? Okay. Alright, whatever. Kelly Maxwell now has a corrected additional melee damage value in her skill Battle Frenzy. Previously was 80%, now it's 60%. Which I thought was already 60%, but it doesn't matter, because you know what? I haven't been meleeing anyways as Kelly. I've been mostly shooting. So this really has not affected me at all. I do melee, obviously, in the beginning phase, which the maps part, when the demons don't find us. But once demon finds us, I shoot away now. After being resurrected by an objective, the bleed out UI will no longer stay on the HUD. Video setting will no longer be saved after exiting and the option menu without applying them. Okay, so you have to apply first before you save. I guess there was a glitch some people. Ed Getley's The Collector's skill icon will now be displayed for all survivors. Interesting. Also, I guess this is just to indicate that yes, this works for everyone, not just Ed Getley. Once Ed Getley is in the game with them, the cursor on the map interface will now move. Wait. Oh, I read this wrong. The cursor on the map interface moves now without stutter. Oh, Xbox only. Got it. Not enough points. Text will no longer be stuck in the UI for demons after the player adds all the skill points and switch to another tab in the collection. Huh. I guess that was a thing. Fix the button prompt not appearing for one objective in the cabin map. And then lastly, they changed some balance, I guess. Reduce balance damage of Ash Gloves from 40% to 20%. Reduce balance multiplier of Heavy Fists from Heavy Fists attack from 3 times to 2 times. Okay. So let's go over this. This right here. Let's go over it. So Demons got a big hotfix on animations, combo, and a little bit of some other things. Which, do I think Demons get harshly nerfed here? No. I think these are changes that should have happened. I think these are changes that needed to happen. It just means that most of the animations are fixed. It's not that the gameplay is fixed, the animations are fixed. You know, like Demon Elegos being able to initiate the Thunderstruck after getting Balance Broke never made sense to me. Like, they still get it instantly, which, you know, they abused it, but it really didn't harm us. It harmed a lot of the solo queuers. And I say this because this is where people get mixed up. It is the solo queuers that are getting destroyed. I get that Demons are aggravated because when they go against a SWAT team, they get demolished, they get destroyed, and they're like, oh shit, well now I feel shit about myself. And you shouldn't, because it just means that now you use the SWAT team as a measurement that yes, you need to fix up your build a little bit, make it better. Because there are streamers that are beating SWAT teams still till this day. There's a squad team, they get destroyed by high demon tier players. So if you follow their examples, you'll win against any one of us out there. I mean, it'll take more effort, yes, but you'll still be able to win. This part right here never made sense to me. I don't get what this means, and I never will. Like, what? Overall, there are some things that I think should change. Now, a good change, in my opinion, because some people are saying that the book phase, or the book rush, is too strong. I agree. The book rush is really, really strong. Because there's not a lot of efforts in that one. There really isn't. Demons can actually just get book easily. But one thing that I think would change that would be good for Demons and Survivors would be, one, if they make the transition to Dark Ones to book phase, the book get immune for the next 5 seconds until the animation for Dark Ones is completely done. That's one. Two, Demons are not able to get banished too far away, so it would have to be from 100 to 500 meters, not 800 meters, but 100 to 500 meters would be an okay fix for me, in my opinion. In my opinion, it would be a good mix instead of getting banished like 500 plus meters. But before all the demons go be like, oh, but that's a bad change. What do you mean? The two, what do you call it? The two shit, man. The pages and daggers. They need to fix the location of Dark Ones between the two. So if say daggers and pages are at a set location, Dark Ones should be somewhere else, far away, at least 500 meters away, or if they want to, 300 meters away. I'd say 300 meters away because that's actually a fair balance. Because if you put 300 meters away for Dark Ones, between the two pages and daggers. That means that, and you banish demons 500 meters away. That means that they have like a 200 meters leeway to get back to either the survivors or to get straight to dark ones. It's fair to me, I think. And the last change would be books should have a 25% health increase. And I say that because then it would make it so that demons put more effort into what they do and what they have to accomplish. Like that would mean that they would have to not only time their boss correctly, but they would have to really gear in a lot of things. And then there was one thing I wanted to include, which is they should add something we could do with our spare points. That's one. And two, they should make it so that, say, for demons, they have a choice. The choice being that if they want to get double the points for their victory, they would have to wipe all the survivors. And I think that's a fair change. The book rush strat, you get the same amount of points. There's no double the points. There's just one. There's just the set amount that you originally get, or less if they wanted to. But I do think that it's a fair that if you wiped all the survivors, you get double the points. I think that's good because now it just deters a lot of demons from book rushing, and instead they would be like, oh, I want to kill all the survivors to get double the points. I want to do this because, yeah, double the points. In my opinion, people could disagree or agree. It's just what I think would be a healthy mix of the game because it gives the demon more choices. Obviously, there's some things that need to be included. A lot of new things that need to be added. I think there should be a more variety in traps. They need to also incorporate other alternatives. And do I think vehicles need a change? And that's a good one. I think they should increase. They should do a little bit of both. They should increase the possession on vehicles, but they should also decrease the amount of damage it takes to, or they should increase the amount of damage it takes to get the demon off the possessed cars. Like, it's a big trade-off, right? Like you're in the car and you're taking less damage, but they are destroying the car more. But it takes a lot of possession points to do that very thing. So you have a choice whether you want to possess the car or not, whatever. I do think the spamming of vehicles is annoying, especially when there's a lot of car flipping, and that's just been the whole meta as of recent. Just car flipping and just book rush. That's probably the two main things that are up right now. I don't blame demons for doing it. I think that demons should be entitled to do the very thing that they should do, which is the book rush, because that's the only thing they got going for them at the moment. Some demons do wipe survivors early, but I think that the book rush for some streamers that they do, that it's not their fault. They're just utilizing what's in their disposal. What's like beneficial to them, that's gonna be in the game for a very long time, because book rush is the only thing that they got going for them. Because of late game, they've been nerfed early and now they got put late game, you know. So realistically, that's not their fault. For some of them who abuse this, and I wouldn't say abuse, but some of them who utilize it. Yeah, people who abuse this shit though. Where is it? Yeah, this. Yeah, no. I knew this was gonna get changed. This only lasted for one patch too, mind you. 2 weeks generally, but I knew this was gonna get changed. So for those of you who abused it, yeah, out of luck. I knew this was gonna get changed because this right here irked me. Yes, we went against it. We went against Necro, and I was playing Amanda, and we were playing Kandar map, and the space is really tight too. So I couldn't really dodge and really know where I was dodging to, because I was dodging right straight into a wall. And the area is so tightly spaced, and the worst part is the demon was using the flutist as a bait. And they would put it, and I hate the castle for this because there's so much good spots to put the flutist. So, and then Survivors has a choice whether to deal with the flutist or or the flute boy, or just let it live and just stay capturing objective, because it's just so hard to deal with it. Like, what do you do? But the changes that they did for Necromancer, I'm glad that they took it away, because it's just something that they shouldn't be in the game, because I can understand, like, solo cures, they get fucking demolished. They get destroyed with this by, like, what, 4 hits or 5 hits, because say for instance support, they only can dodge like 3 or 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the top of my head, but they can dodge only 2 to 3 times, or 4, whatever. I think 2. And then that's it. You got 10 more combos to go, because I think it was 12 total, right? So you still get hit 10 more times, and then all of a sudden you're down. You can't dodge because you used your sprint. Congratulations. You're fucked. Excuse my language, but yeah, you're fucked. And there's no real counterplay other than sticking together. But for solo queue, that's never gonna be the case. Solo queuers, there's always gonna be that one person to go off to the Neverlands, and then the other 2 probably paired up, and then the other last one getting left behind. That's always gonna happen in solo queue, because solo queue is always going to be unpredictable, and that's what people need to understand. If a lot of people played the same in solo queue, this would be a lot easier to balance. But because solo queue is so unpredictable, it's hard to really have a set on what should you balance and what shouldn't you balance. And this is why demons get frustrated, and I understand that. But you gotta understand, there's 3 types of people in this game. There's demon mains, there's solo queue mains, and then there's squad mains or team mains, that people that play within the team. You can't balance amongst the 3 because it's just gonna be hard. If you balance amongst these guys, if you balance amongst squads, solo queue is gonna have a bad time. That means that a lot of people are gonna quit. That's just it. It's just the truth. That's 100% truth. You balance around squads, solo queuers are gonna quit. They're not gonna have a good time because none of them really work together in synergy. And if you notice, it happens a lot. You know, you see 3 hunters and one support. You see 2 warriors, 1 leader, or 2 leaders and no support. You know, it happens, and that's what happens in solo queue. You never know what to expect, because you never get what you need in solo queue, because of people who like to say certain things. Tier list. Here's the thing. The tier list is what bugged the hell out of me. When people make a tier list in this game and they have high influence, it really destroys other chances of winning. Why? Because, okay, I'm going to give you an example, and I'm not going to say the name, but there was a person who put Leader Ash in D tier. Now, mind you, I disagree with that hardly. Like, I really I disagree with that 100%, actually. I disagree with that. Leader Ash has been one of the most important character. I would say he's probably an S tier. There's a reason why we take him in every match. You'll see him in every video of mine. There's a reason why he's a must. And if solo queuers take him, you'll guarantee a small increased percentage in winning. Why? Because right now, fear is the problem. And I don't understand why people would say things like Leader Ash is weak. Leader Ash is so weak because of his Q. His Q works with balance break. If you have a warrior that balance break and you utilize Leader Ash Q at the right time, you'll instantly balance break some demons. It's truth. It's the truth. That's how we play. That's how we know to play. It's just a very good, healthy mix, because not only is it telling you that Leader Ash and warrior combo is really good, but you need Leader Ash in order to do that thing that warriors can do. Now, does warriors balance break on their own? Sure. But it just tells you how strong Leader Ash is. Like, people need to stop making tier lists, because, and I've watched so many streamers, right? And I watch so many solo queuers just don't take Leader Ash because they listen to people say that he is garbage. And I'm like, oh my god. Right now, fear is the reason why demons level up. Don't you understand? They level up because of fear. If you don't have fear, if you don't have any fear resistance, and they keep possessing you, they get 300 EXP, which means that they're gonna level up. And if they get to 20 and they get their boss maxed out, you're gonna have a bad time in book phase. I keep saying that. I don't know why people don't listen, or some people don't listen. We stream it, but you know, it is what it is. Honestly, it's not that people don't listen. I haven't voiced it, and I haven't voiced it at all. Actually, I should voice it more. But yeah, no, Leader Ash. A lot of people will find more success if you take Leader Ash, if you have Fear No Evil on your hunters and other survivors, and if you level up your fear first or put your pinks into fear first, because you guarantee a win. Or I wouldn't say guarantee a win. You will guarantee less stress of a time. Like, I get it. Some people just want to play. Oh, I'm playing a hunter. I should max out range. That was me before. I did the same thing, and then I decided to change up my my strategy. I decided to change up everything when fear became a problem, and now I haven't even got possessed other than one time yesterday. Did I get possessed? I can't even remember if I got possessed. But the last time I got possessed was that puppeteer shit where we accidentally did that trap glitch thing amongst ourselves. Like, we got feared non-stopped by one trap. But luckily I was Ed that game, and we were able to, I was able to disable it before it gets out of hand. Unfortunately, we were all max fear, but we still won that match, and we were still okay. But yeah, like I said, solo queue would have a better time. Just pay attention to the team comp. You will have a more guaranteed chance to win. Well, I've said enough. I think I will make another video slowly talking more about Leader Ash and Fear No Evil. But this is Saber Caliburn, and I am signing out.